Hello everyone, I'm Laurel and welcome to my channel. Today I just want to make something fun and easy. And what is more fun than making ornaments for the holidays? The supplies you're going to need are UV resin. You'll need a holiday ornament mold. You'll need various colors. I have glitter and the corresponding resin dye to go with this. Now I have these over here mixed up already, and that was from the previous video with the candy cane light. So we're just going to use those since we had leftovers. And so we have the white, the red, the green, and then we have the white resin dye, red resin dye, and the green resin dye. For like the deer, I have brown resin dye and this like bronze colored glitter. And for the bell, I believe I'm going to use this gold, and then I don't obviously have gold resin dye, so I'm just going to use the yellow to just brighten up the glitter. Alright, so to begin with, there's a lot going on here, so we'll have to move some stuff aside. I believe I'm going to work with the white first because I want to do the snowflake. So we'll move some of this out of the way. Now these are larger molds again, so if you want to use the 2-part epoxy resin with this, that would be great. I'm just using the UV resin, and I'm going to need a lot of it for this snowflake. Now, because I'm using the UV resin, I may only make one of the trees. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to put about 2 drops or 3 drops in there of white resin dye. I'm going to add some more white glitter. And then I'm going to mix it up really well. Now you can, if you'd like, you can mix them all up and just do them all at once. You know, pour each one. Don't pour like the snowflake and then put it under the light. This way you could just do them all at once. And actually with the 2-part epoxy resin, you'll be doing the same thing. You'll pour them all and then just let them cure. Alright, so let's see how this goes and if I mixed up enough. Looks like it. I'm hoping. Now also, I gotta say with the UV resin, I might need a little bit more. If by possible that it's a sunny day, and not too cold outside, you can take it, you can cure it under your light first for a little bit, and then you can take it outside and let it cure in the sun, you know, a little bit longer if you'd like. But because, you know, even though it's a sunny day and it's cold weather, it might take a little longer to cure. So you definitely, you know, want to give it some time, and then you can always bring it in and cure it some more. Larger projects I like doing during the summer because then I can just put them out in the sun. I don't have to worry about temperature or anything. Okay, I think that's and make sure I got it all out of the mixing bowl. Use every little drop up. There we go. All right. Okay, so that's one done. And you can make sure there's no bubbles. All right, let's see. Maybe I will do 2 greens. I don't know, but all right. As you can see, this really isn't a tutorial. It's more or less me making some ornaments, some things for Christmas. You can use these for Christmas tags too, if you'd like, you know, and give it as a gift. And say you have a little tag that says to and from, or with love from. You can also add this to it with a little ribbon. You're going to drill a hole, put a little ribbon on top, and you know, they've got a nice tag on their gift, plus you're including an ornament. So, you know, that would be a great idea. Gotta find my greens here. Oh, here they are. Or you could just, you know, these would be, oh, whoa, that was crazy. That just squirted out a lot. This would be nice also for maybe one of those small Christmas trees. That would be really nice. You could just, oops, that's a lot of glitter. But I'm having issues today. Let's clean that up. All right. And we're going to mix this up carefully and thoroughly. I don't want it to flow over the side. Look how, like when we did the other project, the green was just like glittery, and then with the green resin dye, it makes it more vibrant. So actually, if you do make the last, you know, the candy cane light, the last video I did, you're more than welcome to add the resin dye into it to make it more vibrant. I think I want this one. So we'll just fill that up. See how far it goes. Because I got leftover. So I will make another batch and do that one. I do believe after I do these, I'm probably going to have to order some more resin. But that's okay. Perfectly okay. I really enjoy making resin projects, and when I'm not doing this, I'm working on drawing or painting. I'm always doing something that's creative. I've been doing artwork for many years, and I did make, I don't know how to put it, real jewelry out of silver years ago. I used to make my own rings and pendants, and I used to add the semi-precious stones to it. And then I went into wire wrapping for a while. Need a little bit more. But technically I went to college for art education and education. And then I also had a minor in jewelry. But I never, you know, pursued a career in that. I went on to teaching. That should be enough. I don't know why it looks like it's all just gathering in the center, but maybe. There we go. I'm trying to get it all. It's just, I just don't want to waste anything, and especially when I'm making larger pieces like this. So it's good to go from one to the next project, especially if you're using the same colors, or if you're using a color and you've got a lot of leftover, you know, think of something you can use, you know. Grab one of your other molds, make a pair of quick earrings or whatever, in whatever color you have left over. Say if I had leftover red and I didn't finish it all, I'll grab like the bead mold and make some cute little red glittery earrings for Christmas. I mean, it's perfect. All right, so we got the, is that the red? I want to make sure I got the right color here. But those are just suggestions of, you know, what you could do. And then mix this up. And we're going to do the little heart. That's really cute. And we still have a bell and the little deer to do. I'll just pour that in. Oop, be careful. Because if you pour it in too quickly, I see a little hair there. Ew! Well, one of my hairs got in there. That's gross. Okay, so it happens. So just make sure you go all the way around. Oops. Okay. All right, that's done. Oh dear. I need, oh, it's gonna drip. Okay, I'll just clean that off. And yes, I got some over here, so I'm gonna clean that right up. I don't want any red glitter or anything in my bell. Okay, there we go. All right, so next is going to be the bell. And I'm gonna do that gold. I could do a silver one. No, I'm gonna do it gold. Get a little variety here. Okay. Yeah, this mold does take up a lot of UV resin. I got some bubbles in here I want to get rid of first. Actually, you can just go over all of this too. Make sure there's no bubbles. These do take up a lot, and when I purchased it I didn't realize it was so large. I thought it was like a smaller mold, but that's okay. You just work with it. And if you have to, you know, if you want to work in the UV resin, like I said, it's going to use a lot. Or, you know, just go ahead and get yourself some 2-part epoxy resin. I do believe, I don't know, I've heard that Dollar Tree Plus sells it. Our store just turned into a Plus. I don't see the Plus, but there's no other prices but the $1.25. So I'm waiting. There's another store I'm going to check out that I do believe turned into a Dollar Tree Plus, and I'm going to see if they may have it, because it seems like they have more items and better items. So I'm going to check that out. If not, I'll just go to Michael's or, you know, shop on Amazon and see if I can find a good, you know, deal. Because I don't really need a lot. I just want to try it out because I've never worked with the 2-part. Oops, I guess I got to mix up a little more. I underestimated how much I needed. So, yeah, so you could just try that out if you've never tried it before, because I haven't, and I really want to. I mean, it's like with any project you do, you have, you know, your little accidents, or you miscalculate something. Everything's trial and error, so, you know, just enjoy what you're doing. I just have so much fun doing these. They can get a little stinky, I'll tell you. Even though it says it's, you know, there's no smell. There's a smell. So just make sure you're in a well-ventilated room. If you're new at this, you can wear a ventilator if you don't want, you know, the smells to get to you. You could wear gloves so you don't get it on your hands. I don't get it on my hands too often. And if I do, I just clean it off right away with a baby wipe. Okay, so we got the gold done. So, I mean, it's up to you. Safety is better. I would say wear a ventilator, especially if you're filing or using a drill. You should wear a ventilator or some sort of mask. I've even used just a regular little red mask. I'd show it to you if I knew where it went. Travels around, I tell you. Huh. Well, it was here. Now it's not. I must have left it somewhere. Because sometimes I do my drilling or my filing outside. Yeah. Oh, there it is. I just moved it. So I just have a little mask like this. It's got a thing for an insert. And, you know, you can use that for when you're doing your drilling or filing, or if you're sanding anything, that's a good option too. All right, now let's work on the deer, and then we can get these curing. I still see a few little bubbles here and there on those, so I might go over it again with the, I don't know if it's the bubbles or if it's the glitter. Could be both, who knows. All right. Add a couple of the brown drops in here. Not too much, because this will probably be really dark. And then this is bronze. Ooh, that's gonna make a pretty deer. Okay, take your time, you know, mixing it up. And then just pour it into the deer. And then kind of do it slowly. Make sure it starts filling in, especially up here. There's like a lot of little bits there. Now when you're doing this, you could also make sure everything's in there. Okay. I have very little of that left. I don't even think there's enough for a bead. Oh, maybe. Or, yeah, I could do like, here. I got these leaves. So since I have leftover, I would, you know, say, oh, well, it's not really that dark. And then I'd maybe put in another drop of the brown, and then, you know, just mix it and then put it in one of the leaves. I'll do a smaller one. Something like that. And if you don't have, you know, anything right away for this project, just, you know, I just put them in a jar, and when it comes up that I need something like this, then I use it. And I should have done the big one. I didn't realize I had so much. So that's how you just use up whatever you got left over. And this one looks like it's got an awful lot, so I'm just going to dab some of it out and put it in this one. That one has way too much in there. There we go. And that's just how you use it up. No big deal. And then you can just, you know, your usual, make sure there's no bubbles. Make sure there's no bubbles. Oh boy. Oh, okay. So now we're going to cure this, and we're going to cure it for about 5 minutes, and then I want to turn it over and cure the other side for about 5 minutes, because it seems like when you have the glitter, it takes a little longer to cure. So after you cure it, just move it around a little bit, and if you see something flow inside, that means you need to cure it some more. So we'll be right back. All right, I just wanted to say I cured this first. For some reason the brown bubbled up. I mean, that doesn't matter because that was just an extra. And I'll still use it. But to tell you the truth, this mold is way too big for my light. So if this happens, you can just hold your light and press the button and just hover over your mold. I know this is inconvenient, but if you use the UV resin, if you don't have a big enough light, you'll just kind of have to hover it over, which, you know, is not a problem. So for these larger, or you know what, if you want to make it easy for yourself, do one at a time. If you're using the 2-part epoxy resin, you can do them all. If you're just doing the UV resin, I suggest, because the mold is so big and I didn't realize it didn't fit underneath my light, I suggest then just do one at a time and cure each one. And you can even remove it and then go on to the next. So I'm just going to keep curing this and holding on to my light. I'll be right back and show you what they look like when I'm done. All right, now that these are cured, we can remove them from the mold. Be careful because there's like a lot of little pieces, especially on the deer. You don't want to break those off. Oh my, this is hard to get out. So there's the little deer. There's a little eye there. You can't really see it. Here is the tree. This one's got little snowflakes. You probably could take a acrylic marker. I always use Artex acrylic markers, and you can fill in those pieces if you'd like. Let me get this one out. This one has, I don't know if you can see it, like a little reindeer and some snowflakes. This one's just snowflakes. And the heart is just plain old heart. Oh, that's pretty. And then we have the bell, and that has a snowflake also printed in on it. So, oh, we almost forgot this snowflake. It was white and it kind of matched. All right, I don't even know how to get this out, to tell you the truth. This is going to be a problem. Oh my goodness. I don't even think it's going to come out. Oh my gosh. I think it's too thick of a mold. You know, I'm really sure. Yeah, I don't think I'll try that one again. There are snowflake molds that are, oh geez, a lot thinner. I got this off of Temu. This has got like a little star in the center. And here's my snowflake molds. And these are very thin and they pop out of here really easily. These would be quite a bit better. These are just too thick. Did not want to come out of the mold. So, like I said, you can draw on them, color them in. The deer doesn't really have anything except for the eye, and the heart doesn't have anything. But those areas like where the star is, or this one has a little star, snowflakes, or the little deer and snowflakes, you can color those in if you'd like. Okay, so these, I decided, this one I did not color in. This one I did. This one, it was very difficult to put the color in there. I did this one with red. And like I said, I used the acrylic markers from Artex. And I used the brush end for them. And these two I didn't do. And then of course I put his little eye in. You see his little eye? So next, if you have a drill, a hand drill, or something like this, we'll drill the hole. I'm not sure which one I want to use to drill the hole. I usually use one of these to start it. It's just a round drill bit. And just place it in there, tighten it up, turn it semi-low, and then I'll start it where I would like it to be. Okay, and then I'll do it on each of these. Now I need a drill bit. Oh, okay. I'm going to do a larger one. Well, it's not real small and it's not really large, but for jewelry, it's just fine. Oh, You have to get a little faster for that. See? Now we'll do the deer. Make sure you're going in straight, because you could go accidentally through the deer, and you don't, well, break through his horn, and you don't want to do that. I don't know why it shut this off. Keeps shutting it off for some reason. I don't know why. I've never had that happen. Okay, and now that I have them all done, shut that off, dust myself off. Let's see. Get a baby wiper too, because you got to clean up afterwards, and there's dust on everything. I'm trying to be careful, because if I don't want to get the color that I put on there taken off, because I did not use a top coat yet, which I will do. Just gather that up as best as possible. And then also clean off your drill. Take your drill bit out. And then just clean up. For the top coat, I'm using this Canny No Wipe top coat for nails, and I'm just brushing it on over the parts that I colored in. So it's basically just the top of, you know, each one of these that you colored in. And be careful, because if you try too hard to get it into those areas, just dab it. That way you won't pull any of the color out. Also, you can use UV resin, the clear, for your top coat. And I'm just using this blue matte right now, because the other, it looks like it's green in there, but it's blue, because the other one is washed and it's drying right now. So all you do is you, well, first you plug it in. didn't realize I unplugged it. So you will cure it for about 180 seconds. And then once that's done, you can move on to the next one. Okay, now that the top coats are done, I'm going to use colored twine for the ties for either a tag for your gift or ornaments for your tree. So I already cut up some of my twine, and I just got them color coordinated with, you know, the project. Now I couldn't find a needle so I could get through there, through that little hole. So I took a piece of wire and I crimped it at the end. And then all you need to do is put your string in there, your twine, and just hold it there. And then put the two open ends into that hole. Whoops. Make sure your twine's in there. And then just pull it through. And then once you get it through, just meet up the two ends and just tie a knot. And you can hang it directly on the tree, or you could hang it, like I said, as a tag on one of the gifts, and then they can use it as an ornament. Let's see. There we go. Some nice Christmas ornaments. If you liked my video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and press that bell for notifications of my upcoming videos. Also, in the description box below, you will find links to my jewelry, my artwork, and my photography. You'll also find links to my social media. So thank you again for watching. See you soon. Bye-bye.